For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. 2 Timothy 3:2-4. For Paul to name lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, is not to point a finger at distant sinners, but to hold up a mirror to your own sleep-driven imagination. These are the masks Adam wears when he denies his oneness with Christ. Each trait unthankful, unholy, fierce lives in your consciousness the moment you fall asleep to the truth that there is only God. Imagine Adam and Christ not as two, but one. In Adam you dream these selfish dramas. You covet because you believe yourself separate. You accuse because you have forgotten your own creative power is the only reality. These without natural affection are but the broken chords of your own heart. Every boast and pleasure-seeking moment arises when you mistake the imagination for the senses. To awaken, lift each of these dead rolls on the staff of your consciousness, as Moses lifted the serpent, and behold them resurrected into light. Call the unseen opposite of every vice. Let gratitude flood where once was ingratitude. Let humility replace pride. Let love of God fill the hunger for self-pleasure. For as you imagine the end yourself wholly one with Christ, you undo the dream of Adam. There never was two. You are both the dreamer and the dreamed, the lover of self and the self-beloved. By calling things not seen as though they were seen, you dissolve every script of error. In that moment of awakened imagination, all shadows vanish, and you stand alive in your rightful name, I am that I am, knowing that these ancient warnings were never of others, but of the one dream you now choose to end. This catalogue of lovers of self, tall lovers of pleasure, more than lovers of God, is not merely a roll call of social sins, but a map of inner states. Each phrase, covetousness, pride, disobedience, unthankfulness, names a vibratory pattern in consciousness. Taken together, they describe the primal Adam dream state, an unconscious mind that has turned inward, magnifying separation, fear, and self-absorption instead of its divine source. Scripture here is showing us how imagination works. A repeated inner thought or feeling, for example, coveting or pride, spins its pattern, like a serpent of light winding through the spine. As imagination persists in those feelings, it bears fruit in the outer world. We literally externalize whatever state we dwell upon. Thus, unthankfulness magnetizes lack, false accusation calls forth false evidence, fearful self-love projects isolation. Each listed vice is a seed planted in the fertile soil of unconscious imagination. Hidden within this warning is the promise. Our imagination is the divine creative power. It can generate bondage or liberation. The same faculty that imagines fear also imagines faith, humility, gratitude, and unity. Our true identity is not the mortal Adam, but the resurrected Christ, the awakened imagination that can remake any circumstance from within. The power we possess is simply the conscious use of I am, the recognition that all external conditions originate in our own idealized inner acts. To begin with, allow your awareness to rest on the subtle phrases or images you repeat without realizing, perhaps thoughts like, I'm not enough or life is hard. When this familiar inner pattern becomes clear, offer yourself a quiet moment to imagine a brief scene that suggests the opposite. See yourself lavishly provided for, your heart overflowing with genuine gratitude, deeply loved and guided by a benevolent presence. Allow this envisioned reality to wash over you as if it were already true. Stay with that creative act until it feels natural and ordinary, and then step into your day moving and speaking as though this new state were fully real. Resist the urge to question or argue with what you have imagined. Simply live from this fresh place of divine assurance. In doing so, you gently replace the self-centered seeds of fear with the energy of your own divine imagination, transforming old patterns into a rich harvest of joy, abundance, and oneness with all.